Good afternoon. I'm Jude Harvey and this is my colleague Belinda Serda. She's just going to listen to us. And your names are?
My name is Paulo.
And my name is Laura.
And where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
And where are you from?
I'm from Holland.
Can I have your mark sheets, please?
Yes.
Now, first of all, I'd like to know something about each of you. Paulo, can you tell me a little about your work or studies and about your ambitions for the future?
Yes, I have just graduated in management from the University of São Paulo in Brazil, and I came here to Cambridge to improve my English. For then, when I come back to Brazil, I can apply for a job in the financial area or something related to business or banking, this kind of things.
Thank you. And now, Laura, I'd like to know something about your work or studies and what you like best about your work or studies.
I will start in my first year in my university in Amsterdam next year. I will start in September. The study that I'm going to do is fashion and branding, and I'm here in Cambridge to improve my English so I can use it in my study in Amsterdam.
Thank you. And now, Laura, could you tell me how important you think tourism is to the economy of Holland?
I think tourism is very important for the economy of Holland, especially for Amsterdam, because the most of the tourists come to Amsterdam. They visit our city, and I think if there will not come so many tourists to Amsterdam, a lot of jobs will disappear, and a lot of the money that the tourists spend in Amsterdam, it goes to the economy. So it's very important to have enough tourists in Amsterdam and also in the other parts of Holland, of course.
Thank you. Now, Paulo, could you tell me what influence you think international business is having on work practices in Brazil?
Yes, international business is having a very big influence in Brazil. For example, there are a lot of people starting to learn English in Brazil in order to make business with people from the United States or from Europe. And also, for example, if you make a business with someone from Latin America, for example, you will also speak English. I'm sorry, because we don't speak Spanish with them, even though we can understand this kind of things. English is the main language, so that's the most important influence that they are bringing to us.
Thank you. Now, in this part of the test, I'm going to give each of you a choice of 3 different topics. I'd like you to select one of the topics and give a short presentation on it for about a minute. You will have a minute to prepare this and can make notes if you want. After you've finished your talk, your partner will ask you a question. All right?
Yes.
Now, here are your topics. Please don't write anything on the booklet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Thank you.
Now, Laura, which topic have you chosen? A, B or C?
I've chosen for C.
Paulo, please listen carefully to Laura's talk and then ask her a question about it.
Okay.
I will talk about product planning, the factors involved in deciding on the name of a new product. It's very important to think about the new name of a new product, because the name has to be very short, not very short, but short and powerful. Mm-hmm. So if it's short and powerful, people can remember it easily than a longer name. Longer names, people will forget it easily. It's also very important that it's not too difficult, because when it's too difficult, people can't remember it and they can write it down, so they don't know how to spell it. It's very good to search if the name from the new product means something strange or something bad in another language. You don't want that for your new product. It has to have a good sense. Further, it's also very important that it connects with something from the company. So it connects with a new product or a trend or something. That's also good.
Thank you. Now, Paolo, please ask Lara a question about her talk.
Laura, do you really think that the brand name has to be short, or it has to be somehow familiar to your public?
It don't has to be necessarily short, but it's good if it's short. People will remember it easily. Yeah, I think it's good if you choose a short name.
Okay.
Thank you, Lara. Now, Paolo, which topic have you chosen? A, B or C?
I've chosen topic A.
Lara, please listen carefully to Paolo's talk and then ask him a question about it.
Okay, so I'll talk about the importance of preparing carefully for a business trip. You really have to work in the way to communicate properly with people from other countries, because maybe the words or ideas you use may sound maybe unusual or strange or sometimes not acceptable by other cultures. And I think it's also important for you to somehow show the knowledge you have about the culture you are going to visit. And knowledge is like a word or something like a food or other kind of things that shows that you are familiar with that culture, to show empathy with other cultures. And that's very important for a business trip. Yes, for me it's the ways to communicate and to show knowledge.
Thank you. Now, Laura, please ask Paolo a question about his talk.
Where can you search the best for information to prepare yourself for a business trip, do you think?
I think the best way would be to, if you are traveling a group, maybe you will find someone who has already been to that place, and this person can probably give you a very good tips and for you to act properly with that other person. Something that has to do with to make a deal.
Thank you. Can I have the booklets, please?